So this is what I've been doing. In what way do you heal the world? Hey goddesses, happy Vlogmas. And this Vlogmas, I want this Vlogmas to be very productive. So this is getting your life on track. So I'm starting off with my hair. This is my hair in its natural texture. So when it comes to getting on track, I want everything to be on track. My hair, my body, my skin, and all that and more. So I'm oiling my scalp because I am on this journey to growing my hair and for it to be healthy ultimately. So yeah, I'm really happy with this result of just stretching out my curls. I've been wanting to do more of curls being in its natural texture, but I do need my curls to be a little bit more stretched. I like the method that I did. I did sit under my hooded dryer, sat under the hooded dryer for like an hour and 20 something minutes. Hair was still wet. I then pulled out another dryer and I just decided to like stretch my hair and then use the blow dryer. It dried really quickly and this is the result. So I think this is a method that I'm probably going to start doing. Silk press season is among us. So I will be silk pressing in the next week. Also, I have a few things that I want to share with you goddesses. I have been using my keratin shampoo and conditioner, as well as the keratin smoothing mask. And let me tell you, my hair has always been frizzy. Always been frizzy. I've always had like frizz all here. Like it would be so frizzy. Since doing the keratin shampoo, keratin conditioner, as well as the honey line from Cream of Nature, I've always liked that. I remember when that line dropped. I remember buying it when it was new and I loved it then because it's a moisturizing shampoo as well as a moisturizing conditioner. So I've been using those two, and then today I added honey conditioner with the keratin conditioner and mixing that. When I say that my strands feel stronger, they're smoother, and you can literally see that my hair is a lot healthier. On top of that, I am washing my hair now every week, oiling my scalp like every day or every other day. I've noticed my hair is so soft. It is so soft. I don't think my hair has ever really been this soft before. Again, I think it's a mix of oiling my scalp every day or every other day and then using the keratin shampoo and conditioner. It just like my strands feel smoother. Even my edges too are just like very sleek. It's easy to slick back my hair, which really is unheard of for my hair. I'm just really happy with going on this journey with my hair and making these decisions. It's 7 o'clock, probably head to bed. I'm gonna wrap my hair up. So I'm gonna show y'all how I'm gonna wrap my hair up tonight so I can like elongate my curls. Other than that, I will see y'all tomorrow. Today is December 1st. It is December 1st. It is a Sunday. Let me sit here and tell you something that's been happening. Now this is like the third week this has happened. I have been getting up really, really early, like when the sun kind of just comes up. I just been coming here first thing in the morning, and last weekend I did yoga on a Sunday out here, and I'm really liking the consistency that's happening for the last 3 weeks. I've been waking up at this time. Last night I went to bed at 2 a.m. and I really did not think I was gonna get up this early in the morning, but clearly God, the universe was like, babes, you're going to get up and you're going to put in that work. Literally woke up before my alarm. That's how I knew that the universe and God is not playing about me, because I'm not playing about myself. I did not think I was actually gonna wake up before my alarm. So right now I'm just going to have a yoga session, and then I'm going to do a tarot deck reading. So I've been doing my readings with my tarot decks because it's been helping me. How I look at doing like tarot, it helps me really get downloads and messages from the higher realm, and questions that I ask usually is like, what's the message for the day? And it always just gives me, one, clarity. Two, I just know that I'm going in the right direction. And ever since I started back doing my tarot readings, started in 2020, I stopped, and I'm re-implementing it back into my life, and it has honestly helped me so much. And I've been doing this every Sunday just to get clarity on like the rest of the week and stuff like that. If you are someone that's interested in this, like, you know, it's fun, but at the same time it has helped me a lot. I've been going through a lot of things this past like couple of years, and when I do this, it just brings me so much clarity, and it's literally like, it hits me where I'm like, I'm literally going through that right now. I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna tell you what the whole of it is, and hopefully it can resonate with one of you guys. So I just finished reading. I also have this deck as well. It's my hoodoo deck, and I have the Tarot of the Divine. The Tarot of the Divine I pull from first, just asking what's the message, and the hoodoo deck, very much like African descent, you know what I'm saying, especially African Americans. And with the hoodoo deck, it's very different when it comes to like other, I feel like, tarot decks, but again, it's very much, it's a hoodoo deck. And if you don't know anything about hoodoo, definitely research it on your own. It's like what my ancestors did when, you know, during slavery, and it's a really insightful book, but I always pull this card last. So ultimately, what I've come to the realization, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, sometimes I am confused when I do these readings. I'm not gonna be like, I'm professional, I know everything when it comes to this. I don't know. Just having fun with it, but as well as like trying to understand what is the messages. I want to make this clear that I have some cards that are in reverse, but that does not mean it's a negative. Especially with the divine deck, there are things that are in reverse that are actually positive. In reverse, it's kind of just giving you a little bit of a message, like, be aware of these things. The consensus of this reading just kind of is like, I feel like a little bit of awareness to self, the things that I have overcome, coin cards that I pulled that had mentioned about immaturity. And I thought that was interesting. I had a weird dream last night. I was with this guy, and like, I don't know him. I guess we were in a relationship, but I guess he was trying to sit here and tell me that I wasn't like worthy of something specifically. And I just like went off on him, and he was like taken back by that because he was trying to make me feel like I was less than. And I feel like, you know, this reading kind of has to do with that. And one of the, I think it was the wand card, letting go, or the other coin card was about letting go. Overall, the last card that I pulled from my hoodoo deck is the garden card. Beautiful card. I will show you. If you receive the garden in a reading, consider the following. In what way do you heal the world? Seriously consider the benefits of working there or joining that club. The solution has arrived. There is nothing more to seek. What makes you feel safe, grounded, and whole? Don't wait for anyone else to have a pleasurable experience. Stop and smell the roses. Learn the art of being content, and you made it. Now enjoy it. I have talked about how I'm going on this new journey, and I'm changing my content up. I'm showing y'all like all the things that I enjoy, and to resonate with y'all and to help y'all. You know, I don't know if this is going to be of any help to anybody. I hope it is in some way, but like, I guess my message overall to you is like, stop overthinking so much. If you feel like there are things that are like out of place or out of whack, like definitely go within. That's what I got from this reading. You know, one, letting go, and like definitely when it came to immaturity, in a sense of like checking myself. And we can be all immature in certain instances, but one of the things that I realized is in that dream that I had where this person was trying to get a reaction out of me, I realized that there are going to be certain people that are in your corner or in your atmosphere that makes you act out of character. Once you start to notice that, because it's like, I know myself, and it makes me think of other relationships that I've had with people where I'm like, that's not me. That's not how I react. You know what I'm saying? But it's because of who they are. There are positive entities in this world and there are negative entities in this world. And when it comes to negative entities that are unhealthy for me, they're going to make you act out of character. The moment that you notice someone starts to make you act out of character, you need to leave them alone. Also, your dreams subconsciously have a message. So I feel like that's why this reading that I pulled made so much sense to me. And being aware of that too. With that being said, now I'm gonna go inside because it is cold as out here. Okay, so right now I'm in the clubhouse and what I'm gonna be doing is setting up my Instagram posts. Just a little like fun fact and tip too. If you are someone that's like on Instagram, mind you, I'm gonna be taking a break in a few weeks off of Instagram because I want to really focus on YouTube. I want to be on here more. Anyway, so all of the posts that I have in my story right now, I'm going to delete them. I'm going to set up the videos that I recorded today on my Instagram. So I've been doing this like thing pretty much on Sundays. I'll show you. So I'm going to show you how I'm posting on my Instagram to make it more engaging. It's different than what I usually post, but I've been doing these posts every Sunday and it seems to like get really good engagement. So this is like my post that I made, this one. So this is what I do. I put like something in the corner for people to click on, and it pretty much is gotta says what's your plan for today. And then I did this one as well with my reading today, sharing like one of the quotes from my book, which is like what I told y'all. I just have something where I'm like showing y'all I'm like in this place working right now, just sharing some like messages and stuff like that I've already shared with y'all. When it comes to Instagram has changed buku times. Okay, I've been on Instagram since 2013, since it kind of like launched. It has changed drastically in the last couple of years in itself. Instagram, it is very aesthetic based. That can be a great thing or that can be a bad thing. For me right now, at this point in, I feel like with my content creation, I just do not feel in alignment with Instagram anymore. I'm taking a hiatus in a few weeks. So I did this like last year, I want to say, where I went off of Instagram, I deleted it, and I just focused on like YouTube, doing other things and whatever. And I will admit, during that time, I developed, and the biggest thing that I'm going to sit here and share with you guys is, so I have like 17,000 people that follow me on Instagram. I'm going to sit here and make this clear. That is not the engagement, not even close to the engagement that I see anymore. And I feel like it's because, you know, Instagram is really funny now where I just do not feel like they push my content at all, which means that I have to change my content. When it comes to growing on a platform, you need to focus on one platform. I was listening to something and it talked about like, if you are like person that is jumping from one thing to one thing to one thing, you're not like solid in one place because you're here. To being successful is focusing on one place and focusing there, getting really good at that and putting all your time and effort into that one thing. That's what happened for me with Instagram. I was only on that platform. I wasn't on YouTube, and I was sort of kind of like, I was on TikTok back in 2019 before it blew up in America. Like it was growing. People were on there scrolling. This was when TikTok was a dancing app. Okay. But I was posting on there and I was growing so fast. I wasn't really focusing on TikTok. I kind of just randomly like posted things on there. Instagram was my main focus, and that's how I was able to double down and grow my platform over 10,000 people. That method, best method to have. If you are someone that is trying to grow your platform, you need to focus in one platform. And I did that accidentally, but I've learned through reading and research that is the best thing to do. If I want to take YouTube serious, I'm going to put all my focus into this platform and take off of Instagram, take off of TikTok, be on YouTube, and focus in on YouTube for, I don't know how long I'm going to do it for. I have no clue, but we'll just see. You know, my goal is specifically a month of taking off of Instagram and TikTok, but who knows? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working in Notion. I have my book here where I write things in my notebook first, then I go put it in Notion because it makes it easier for myself to write it down on paper. And I think writing it down on paper really helps with like, it solidifies it where it's like, okay, I've written it down on paper and I'm like, okay, this is going to happen. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to write the things that I want to do when it comes to my content or whatever the case is, my schedule for this week, and then put it in Notion. Y'all are keeping me so accountable, by the way. and I hope I'm keeping y'all accountable too. So I just finished creating my routine list on Notion. I created this weekly mindfulness. So this is what I've been doing every day. So the first one is early meditation. First thing that I get when I get up in the morning, I meditate. I use the app Balance. So I made sure to put that there. And as you can see, it is already checked off. And what's really cool about this too, of your weekly progress, when you click it, it like shows you what your percentage is. That's 75%. And I really like that. So one, it makes me excited to come to this template on my app on Notion and click the buttons. So then after that, we do yoga and tarot. That's what we did first thing in the morning. And then I haven't really been on top of journaling and reading. So I definitely put this in here because I want to do that more. I want to be more consistent with it. And then for the bottom is taking my probiotics because as I've stated, I have stomach problems, I have stomach issues. So, and it's really been flaring up the last like couple of months. Really after that cruise that I went on, I've noticed that my stomach has not really been up to par. So that is for the morning and then my evening routine. So here I have set the mood. So if you watched one of my like latest videos, I talk about how I have the list that I created originally that was super helpful and it kept me on top of my game. So I made this list originally when it came up to keeping up with myself, and I go through it, I'm like, what stuck, what didn't suck, what do we want to like adjust and work on. So this was the prototype. The way that I'm going to get better at my routines is actually coming to this app and actually clicking something off. I forgot what it was that I read, but it was something like down the lines of like you actually checking things off of your like to-do list actually gives you some sort of like dopamine or something like that. So anyway, I have this specific time frame that I want to do that. Turn off my main phone. This is my main phone. I'm recording on my iPhone 11. Want to make sure I turn this phone off. I feel like we're gonna see how this goes with me using this. Sundays is really like resetting myself, reorganizing myself, being on top of myself, and just rechecking in. On top of that, we are in December finally. It is December 1st. This is the last month of the fourth quarter. So I'm gonna go through this list real quick to see like what I've been keeping up with and what I kind of like isn't working or I'm just not doing. When you are starting a new journey, in that first month, in that first quarter, if you get two of the things, be happy and be proud of yourself because you did that for 30 days. So then the next month, it's like, okay, what are the other things that I really want to put more effort into because I already have these other things locked in because I did that last month. So it's already locked in. It's in my routine. And like taking those baby steps, your nighttime routine is always going to be easier than your daytime routine. I want to make that clear. So start with your nighttime routine first before you get into your daytime routine. I eventually want to start waking up at like 5 in the morning. Right now, we're taking those baby steps. I'm waking up at 7 a.m. now. That's perfect. So next would be waking up at 6:30. That's the next step. I'm giving myself grace. This is our first year really locking in with ourselves and doing this because I have never done this before. And I really feel so secure in myself more than I have any other time in my life, to be honest, because I'm being really organized. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So this is to help you goddesses for sure, but at the same time, it's to hold myself accountable. Sharing this with you goddesses, holding me accountable, but I'm also gonna hold you accountable too. I wanna say I'm pretty much done with Notion. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I feel absolutely incredible that I am doing this. And Notion is really helping me get on top of myself, and it just makes things so much more organized and just easier for me to like see things. Okay, I know people may see me as like organized, and people have told me that it's just me being a Virgo, but I am like, I feel like the most chaotic, unorganized Virgo ever. But with that being said, this is really helping me like tremendously. I'm like stretching right now because I kind of finished the Thanksgiving vlog I'm editing right now. I have to watch it again and like add some like title words and stuff like that. But I've been probably like sitting for a good like hour. But I did tell myself that I want to like have an 8-hour like work day. I didn't start editing until like noon. So it's only 2 o'clock. Well, I've been up since 7 in the morning. That makes sense. But I'm gonna show y'all real quick kind of like my editing process. So first and foremost, I use the program Final Cut Pro. I'm gonna just show y'all how I kind of edit my videos. So I'm giving y'all a little sprinkle. So before I even get into how I edit stuff and whatever, I just want to let y'all know Final Cut Pro is really expensive. It is an investment. Okay, it is a $300 investment. I got this program when I was in college, so that's why I still have the program on my computer. I would not suggest getting Final Cut Pro because it is not beginner friendly, number one. Number two, I think it's pretty easy, but I know to someone that is a beginner, it's not gonna be that easy. CapCut is something that is easier. I do like the major editing with the fancy font and all that you see in my videos in Final Cut Pro. Then I bring it over to CapCut to add the extra music, color correction. Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all real quick what's going on. So this is like my whole entire timeline. These are like my text. This is the music that I added. This is a background. This is my Thanksgiving vlog. So when it comes to like the emojis, if y'all want me to break down how I do this and everything, let me know. As you can see right here where my mouse is, right in this corner over here, these are all the tags. So when it comes to Final Cut Pro, they have this button up here. This is what I use. Okay, so you see how it comes in and how everything's there. I'm really liking this intro. So what I am going to do, coming back to the timeline real quick, this is pretty like thick, but as like the video plays, I'm gonna like make it thicker. So I want y'all to pay attention to the wording. So you notice how like it gets thicker, maybe not to y'all, hopefully y'all can see that, but it does give it more of a pop. So while I'm in the process of editing it, I'm making sure I have it hidden. And then when it comes to this, I just implemented this for the first time. Background is also in this, it's in the background, one of these here, that you can change it, make it look. I put these texts in and stuff, explaining what I'm doing and whatnot. As y'all can see here, I really cut this up. So you can see how it like clips through and everything. If y'all want me to make a video on my editing process, let me know in the comments down below if y'all really like my style of editing. I don't mind sharing it. The emojis that I use, it's not that much of a hard process. It's something that I do a little bit differently. But yeah, so this is pretty much like the text that I use and stuff like that. And as you can see there's like different colors. As you can see, this is highlighted. And when I come down here, you see face, outline, drop shadow. So the face is like the face of the color, as you can see here. I made that one specifically green. This one's yellow and this one's, red. Editing is a lot. I love what I do. I have fun with it. I know some people probably don't enjoy really editing, but you have to find fun in it, and it's like an artistic expression. That's how I look at editing. But like I said, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to know more in depth and more detail. So update on my skincare routine when it comes to Korean skincare. I'm gonna sit here and make this very clear to y'all. Korean skincare is going to change your face, your skin, and all that and more. So I am using Korean skincare overall when it comes to even my hygiene, the soaps that I use. Check out my hygiene routine video. I'm telling y'all, I'm putting y'all on game. Okay, if you want to glow like this, y'all need to go watch that video. I am using Korean skincare products, and when I say that my skin is so soft, I am not lying to y'all. I don't think my skin has ever been this soft before. So soft, so smooth, and so hydrated. And I'm living in Florida. Don't really love living in Florida, but I'm living in Florida. This is where I am currently. Now it is cold right now. It's 3 o'clock and I'm wearing this in Florida. It's chilly today, which I love. I love this type of weather. Do your own research when it comes to Korean skincare. Watch my video. I do share a lot, and I've been doing skin flooding as well. When it comes to the skincare aspect of Korean skincare, I'm not going back. No. You will not catch me going back. No. I'm not going back. I'm not going back to CeraVe. The products that I buy from Marshalls, they're not expensive. They're like $5, some of these products are. I know that there can be some people, well, like they get like drugstore brands skincare. No, go to Marshalls. there's stuff for $5, y'all. Because the great thing about Korean skincare, you don't have to use a lot of it. Not saying with like other brands you have to use a lot of it, but I feel like a little really truly goes a long way with Korean skincare. Also, I want to sit here and say this. I don't know why, but none of the stuff that I'm sharing with y'all is sponsored. This is just me sharing authentically and genuinely. I don't feel like I need to share that, but I just feel like I just want to share that with y'all. Like, this is me sharing what I am doing when it comes to my skincare. And I feel like no matter where I am in my financial journey, does not matter. I feel like I'm always going to be a girly on a budget. Okay, that's how you're going to never go broke. I've come a long way in the last month, I will say. Know what that was. So I'm back at the house now. I wanted to share with y'all a new journey that I am on, and I'm actually really excited. So I just purchased this from Amazon. Thursday was Thanksgiving. There's been a lot of sales. One of the things that I was sitting here saying to myself, since I am being very, very intentional and being very serious about myself when it comes to my financial, gain and all that and more, I'm going to start making my own hair products. But when I think back to when my hair was the thickest, the healthiest, the strongest, I was using shea butter that my dad would whip up. I was doing some research because of Pinterest. Pinterest puts me on game all the time. I found something about mango butter. Okay, so I learned that mango butter is actually better than shea butter for our hair. Not better, it's like, so shea butter has a lot of nutrients and stuff for our hair, but mango butter has a lot more nutrients, and I think it's actually more favorable for our hair, as well as it's a light butter. I'm going to be putting definitely this in the oil, the Jamaican black castor oil that I've been putting in my scalp. By next summer, I want my hair to be almost down to my waistline. It is December 1st. So you know what that means? It's time to do some manifestation. So what I am going to be doing is a manifestation journaling right now, where I'm pretty much going to write down what it is that I want to manifest in my life. Literally my journal right here. Yesterday was like researching a whole bunch of things when it came to like cameras and camcorders and stuff like that. So it just like reminded me, I'm like, oh, let's really like manifest like what it is that we want in the future for ourselves when it comes to the physical things as well as the non-physical things that you want as well. I wanted to really get into a nostalgic type of vibe. I love Inuyasha. I would play Inuyasha in the background when I would like draw as a kid and stuff. So I'm like, let's create that kind of environment and energy when we were like a kid. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if that's like the traditional way of doing it, but that's just the way that I feel, and I'm gonna do it that way because I feel it. So I'm also going to get in the shower, cleanse my body before we get into bed because my sheets are clean. So I don't want to be like dirty. I've been, walking around and stuff. So this is my digital vision board that I made for the fourth quarter. And to be honest, y'all, pretty much everything came true. I don't know if y'all peep, but I have my man Yuta. I love Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen. That's my man. I have to make a new vision board, so I'm going to make a new one for January. This actually really came true. So, and I think it's good to have your vision board on your phone or on your laptop, whatever. So I just finished writing in my journal what I want to share in this manifestation. Like, I remember watching something that talked about assumption instead of the law of attraction. Assumption is something that is more powerful. When I was writing my manifestations over here, instead of like kind of just saying like the things that I wanted, I said, so one of them is like, I knew I would get, I knew I would hit, I knew my financial this, I knew I would. Like, just saying I knew this was gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's more powerful because it's like, it's already done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure you have heard asserting it and being like, it already exists. You know what I mean? Like, it's already exists. It already happened. And what was interesting when I was like writing these things down, I felt like it already existed. I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't like one of those things where it's like, oh, like how you tell yourself things. It's like affirmations. You know, like when you start affirmations, like you don't believe it to be true in the beginning, but over time you believe it will become true and you will start to believe it. But like saying I knew is like already confirming it, because it's like I knew this was going to happen. Like I knew it was going to come. I knew that this was going to be my life. The reason that I say I knew is because that's something that I actually use in my vocabulary. So you should use something in your vocabulary that works for you, because it's like when it comes to affirmations, people create their affirmations that works best for them. Like saying like I'm smart or I'm pretty or I'm beautiful. That may not work for you. That may not work for a lot of people because they don't believe that. So it's like you have to find something that works for you. For example, if you don't think you're beautiful or pretty, you would look at something that you do find beautiful about yourself. Like say you love your hair and it's like, I have beautiful hair. That's already an affirmation that you believe. So you saying that you have beautiful hair, I have such healthy hair, people love my hair, that's gonna like stick with you and it's gonna hit because you already know that and you already believe that. So I hope that makes sense of using words that works in your vocabulary. People get confused, I guess, when it comes to like manifesting or doing what someone else is doing and it doesn't work for them. It's because it's not what you believe in. It's not something that's already in your vernacular. You doing it in a way that works for you is what's most important. Anything that I share on here, like you're supposed to take and make it your own. Like how I do things, you don't have to do it exactly that way. What I do, you do, and it works perfect for you. But if it doesn't, you have to make it your own. This manifestation, I said I knew. If that is not in your vernacular, if that is not in your vocabulary, then use something that works for you. It is only 9:39. But I did have a big day today. I woke up at like 7 in the morning. So it does actually make sense that I am tired. I'm gonna get ready for bed and get in bed, y'all. I'm really tired.
I'm gonna slit your stomach, take out your guts, and put them in a bowl!
Oh, you'll never see your lover again.
I love her.
Your mouth.